gonna take this off, even though I'm gonna put it right back on because I'm headed out the door. I need to go meet somebody at the old house who's going to be buying some furniture. I'm trying to get it cleared out as fast as I can. Okay, that's another story that I won't get into right now. Just don't have the time for it. I recorded a sort of slightly more in-depth video about just the I'm Alive one. There's not a bunch of like juicy details. It's more like just more context and stuff and that kind of thing. And I haven't been able to upload it because I take too many pictures and it got kicked off my phone, and now it's on my iCloud, and you can't upload from iCloud to YouTube, so now I have to like rearrange some stuff basically. So I'm figuring that out. Also, it's like, you know what it was? I was like super emotional this week, and I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, I just want to cry all the time. And just felt like really emotional and sort of, by the way, I'm going to be touching up my makeup while I'm talking. I hope that's okay. Yeah, I just felt emotional, and I was just like, I don't know if I want to like talk about this stuff right now, because it's just like, it's just heavy, and it's, I don't know. I think I needed a break from like thinking about it and talking about it, so, but that will be up eventually, hopefully soon. And in the meantime, see, this is why my phone's full, because I keep doing stuff like this and not uploading it right away, so I'm gonna make sure I do that this time. Let's see, what did I want to talk about? Oh, so yeah, the house stuff is an interesting story that I don't have time to tell you right now. That's just how that is, and that kind of thing. Which lipstick? Let's do this one. Okay. I wanted to like sit down and talk about what it's like to be single, which is like, a lot of people are single. It's not like I'm like super unique and like, oh my gosh, like, you know, like people have been single before, I've been single before, but it's just interesting how being in like a monogamous relationship for like 13, 14 years, and then divorce. So if you have kids with somebody, you're like planning to, you envision your future one way, and then when that ends, it's like it kind of leaves you a little bit stunned. So I have a lot of feelings and stuff to process and work through, and that's why I'm in therapy. But like, I've sort of just kind of allowed myself to acknowledge that I like have these feelings of just like kind of like confusion and what's next, and just like there's some fear. I saw a really cool Russell Brand video, actually. I think it was on Facebook. It was like a little clip, and it was talking about like after a hard breakup, like you're kind of like, what do I do with myself? Like, because you have to kind of like grieve this image of the future that you saw for yourself, and like I'm the kind of person, I wanna know what to put in that space, and it's not necessarily like the adult in me and the like the wisdom in me tells me that I know that right now that space needs to be empty, and right now I need to focus on other things, and like dating isn't something that's really like a priority or even really an option for me. It's definitely a like a desire I recognize I want, like to be to experience like real love and having like a supportive partner, and you know, just like that's something I want to experience. And I have this fear in the back of my head, like, did I just waste, well, I don't know if waste is the right word, but like my entire 20s are gone, and I have 3 amazing kids, and I'm the person I am now because of my experiences, so I like don't regret any of it. I can't, but it's like I'm like, man, you only get to do this life thing once, and I don't feel like I'm like too old to start over, but also I'm like, I have this fear in the back of my head that, or at the front of my head, I don't know, that like all the good people are taken, and like there was somebody that was probably a good fit for me, and because I was, you know, in a different relationship, I like missed out. And that's not like a healthy thing to think, but I'm just being honest, like that's where my mind has been or has gone at times. And I'm sure that's all really normal and everything. And you know, I noticed something about myself is that I will get like into these like really like fearful or worried mindsets, and then like I'll look back to things that I used to worry about like 5, 10, whatever years ago, and like half the time I can't even remember most of it, because life changes so fast and takes you different directions, and I need to just trust myself a little bit here to like make the best of whatever happens. And so the Russell Brand video, I'll link it if I can in the description. Is that still what it's called? It used to be the bottom bar, now it's the sidebar, now it's there, I don't know. It was like basically just trusting whatever, like, you know, there was no specific like religious affiliation to it, but like just trusting either yourself, trusting the universe, trusting a higher power, trusting God, that whatever, as long as you're working on yourself and putting the best version of yourself out there, good things are going to come to you. And so that's like something I believe hardcore, but like the part where I kind of don't trust myself is like, I'm like, wow, I just like, well, I mean, I let myself be in a relationship that wasn't good for me for a really long time. And I'm just like, I definitely don't have time or energy to do that twice, because that's like what, I'm gonna be mid-40s, 50s if I repeat this. So that's another reason why I'm not super invested in like dating right now, and I'm in therapy, and I'm like working on making sure that when the time is right to start dating, that I'm like making good decisions and recognizing red flags like early, and that kind of thing. Like, I don't know. I was thinking about it today, and like I totally feel like there's somebody out there for me. Like it's like a strong pull, like a feeling I have, like somebody that understands my soul and my spirit is like, they're out there. And the problem is like, I don't trust myself to be able to find them. And also it's like how do I even, I don't go out. I like don't do a bunch of super social things where there's other men involved, and they're like, I don't know. The online dating scenes, I'm pretty sure isn't, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like the person that I'm looking for or would hope to find in my life one day probably won't be on there, and I won't rule that out, like, because you never know, because like, I don't know, I feel like I'm a catch, and you know, if I'm on there, maybe someone else is too, I don't know, but like, I just, it's so exhausting. It really is so exhausting. Like the novelty of being single for the first time, and like being like a mature adult woman that's making my own decisions and in a healthy place, like 2 or 3 months is basically where I've been in this like frame of mind. The novelty of being able to talk to new people without guilt, because I've never cheated. That's never a thing I've done. And it wasn't because like the thought never occurred to me. It was just like, I had enough forethought to be able to realize like, if you were to put energy and effort into making that happen, it's going to take away from other areas of your life. And that felt like a very conscious decision. Like, you know, if you're gonna go ahead and do that, then your marriage is gonna suffer, and it just might as well just end it, you know, right? So like, I made the conscious decision to show up in my marriage and put my energy there. And like I said, I don't regret that, because I learned a lot about myself in my marriage and in my relationship. And like, oh, hold on, I know exactly. Did it go? Okay. I know exactly who I am. I know what I have to offer people. I know what, and I'm starting to have like a really good idea of like who and what I'm looking for. I'm not trying to like I'm not trying to like mold my dream man and make him be like super specific. Like he's got to be this height, he's got to work out, he's got to have a beard, he's got to do this, he's got to do, like, I feel like that's boring in a way, because like half the fun of getting to know somebody is experiencing getting to know what about them that I don't know. Hold on. So many notifications, my clutch. And that kind of thing. So I don't know. I'm gonna take it slow. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna keep my priorities where they need to be right now, which is basically keeping the transition for my kids as smooth as possible, keeping my healing process on the proper why can't I say that word, trajectory? You guys know what I'm saying. And like I said, I truly believe if I get myself where I need to be, that and I have an idea of like what I want in my life, like just visually, like imagining my future, like it'll happen. And it'll be scary and it'll be new and I won't know what to do with it. And I'll probably second guess myself. But like that's just kind of like that's kind of like, you know how it goes, I guess. What was I gonna say? There was one more thing. Oh yeah, okay, so I wanted to make a video about that, and did I just make a video about that? Oh my gosh, go away. Okay, so I lost my vlogging camera. I didn't throw it away. I can't find it. I don't know where I put it. I don't know if it's at my apartment or at my old house. I had like made a point to set it aside and make sure that I knew where it was, and I just, ooh, maybe it's in my closet. Huh, okay. Well, if I don't find it soon and my birthday's coming up and I have the funds available to do so, I'm thinking of just getting a new camera. I have like a Canon T5i or whatever, but it's like not practical for carrying around. Oh my God, go away. Sorry. So maybe I'll text Brandy and see if she has any recommendations. I would like to stay in like a little 200-ish range, because like, wouldn't it be silly of me to invest in like equipment and then just not, I don't know. So I need to get a new camera. You might be able to see some sort of like weird, like see how there's like reflections. So I dropped my phone last week when I was working at the old house on the concrete garage floor, and it shattered like right across the little front lens. I have an insurance claim I'm processing. It's just gonna be probably like a week before I have a new phone, and I'm hoping I can use that to some extent, but anyways, so I need to go so that there's not somebody waiting for me and I'm like making them wait. That's where things are at. Stay tuned for something, I don't know what. Did I touch up the way I wanted to? Okay, one more thing. Skin's looking a little dry. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, one more thing before I forget. If you have been through a divorce or like a breakup after a very long-term relationship, whether you had kids with the person or not, I would love to hear like happily ever after stories, like what your life looked like for the better. Just to help me like turn the little like nagging like, Stephanie, you just wasted your whole life and now you're just screwed, like you're just this old lady. I'm not that old, I'm 31, it's not gonna be that bad, but I don't know. Just give me some hope that there are good people out there still, and that if I just trust myself in the process, like good things will happen. I don't know. All right, cool story. All right, we gotta go.